to get here. We can go through some admin things. So if you're watching it live in Zoom right now or on YouTube, I'll post a link to the page, to the hackathon page, where you can find either all the stuff that you need or register if you haven't registered yet, which would be great. So, okay, so this is chat. Okay, posting it here. So yesterday we had a workshop on how to start with AppKit. We went through how to go from zero to a working app that has all the features enabled, that would make you eligible for all the tracks and bounties, because we enabled everything that there is in AppKit. We briefly went through some of the options, customizations, and explained what they do. Today, we want to go deeper into one of the features with one of our partners, with Magic. And we will be looking more into email and social logins. So that's the topic of today's background, of today's workshop. And while we are waiting, so why not introduce ourselves? So I'm Radek. I'm developer advocate at Wallet Connect, and today we have Richard, who will be running this workshop and showing us all the magic stuff from Magic. Richard, a few words about yourself.
Hi, thanks for having me on, Richard, Solutions Eng here at Magic. Happy to be here to go over what Magic has provided and how Wallet Connect has taken that to the next level through AppKit. I've been at Magic for a little over 2 years now. The space changes so quickly, and really just happy to be here to be able to support not only Wallet Connect, but you guys to build the cool apps that this industry is in so much dire need for, right? I love seeing dApps, and I'm just surprised at the creativity in the space and looking forward to what you guys are going to build once kind of like the boilerplate is out of the way for you guys to get your creative juices going. So thank you.
Nice, thanks. So 3 past, I think we can start. If anybody comes later, they can watch the recording that will be available on YouTube as well. Or if you haven't watched how to start, it's also available on Wallet Connect's Twitter or YouTube. So go and watch, and you will have all the code and everything how to start. Now, today we are going deeper than that. Richard, why won't you take us through the integration, that feature of social and email wallets, to first show how it looks in AppKit, and second, like tell us a bit more what the integration does, what it enables, what is possible now that wasn't possible without it, and just like go much deeper into it than we did yesterday.
Sure. Yesterday was a great help, right? I was able to go to your guys' app or go to your guys' page and get one of those like pull down essentially a template, made things really easy. Whether you're using WAGMI, whether you're using Ethers 5 or 6 or whatnot, definitely go into Wallet Connect's kind of their boilerplate templates, pull it down. Why go through all the trouble of like redoing, like recreating the wheel, right? It's already here for you. And so today I really wanted to hone in on the auth object that you pass into the default WAGMI config, or even That's the config that you pass into the create Web3 modal. It's here that Magic and Safe kind of came together to allow you guys to implement AppKit where you don't have to think about authentication or social login. You don't have to only give your users the ability to log in via a third-party wallet. And so, Radic, I see your hand up. Did you want to say something before I show?
Yeah, you probably are doing this right now. What I wanted to suggest, like maybe let's go through how it looks in the UI, what people will do, like the end users will do, and then jump into the code and explain like this piece of code enables that part, this piece of code controls that part. I think that would be great.
Yeah, sure. So without going over the code, this is what I pulled down from Wallet Connect, right? They provided this out of the box. This is the Web3 button here. I've enabled email login. I did not turn on any social logins yet. I'll show you how easy that is. And of course, I am showing the third-party wallets. And so this is like a lot of customizability here. I'm going to plug in my email address just to show you guys what this is. As soon as you enter your email address and you click send, a 6-digit OTP is going to go to your email. I'm going to check my inbox real quick here. And I see that I have 470638. Plug that in. What's happening behind the scenes right now is if you're first time logging in, a key pair is being generated through Magic's DKMS. It's a process, right? The user gets access to their non-custodial wallet. And so now the user, as you can see, I've already kind of played around with this. I have a little balance in there. I have a wallet. If I ever log back in again using that same email address, I get the same wallet, right? It would be confusing if that's not the case. And so once you're in here, you can go to account settings. You can switch to a smart account, which is obviously powered by Safe. This is a separate integration that you would have had to build into your application, right? AppKit provides both Magic and Safe kind of out of the box. And so I could switch to a smart account. I've already created one yesterday. And so I can switch back between my EOA and my smart account. I'll stick to my EOA. And so in any case, this is their the AppKit's kind of wallet. I am showing the wallet here. And now that I've kind of showed you guys the email flow, what I'm going to do now is turn on the OAuth. Okay, so I'm going to jump back to the code real quick here. And if you notice here in the default WAGMI config, I have socials commented out. Okay, if I uncomment this and let's say I want Google, I'll just add Google for now. You can add others. Now I'm going to head back here. I'm going to disconnect myself and I will try that login again. Connect wallet. Now there's a Google login. Okay, this wasn't here before. Same thing. Click on Google. You guys see that pop-up? The pop-up is taking the user through the OAuth redirect. I return. I'm logged in. Got to be on Sepolia. And there I am again. Now, you may notice, Richard, I see the same wallet address and the same balance. What is going on here? Magic does some auto account linking. So if you are using like a Google account or an email address, that automatically links. That is not going to be the case for the other OAuth providers, but at least for email and Gmail, that lines up. Okay, so I'm going to, again, disconnect, and I'm going to add in some of the other OAuth providers. Let's add in Farcaster. And the order here really matters. I did Google first, Farcaster next, and I will add in X and Apple. Okay, so keep in mind this order: Google, Farcaster, X, Apple. What happens is the order matters because the first OAuth provider that you add there is going to be the most prominently displayed. Okay, so continue with Google. I understand that most of my users are most likely going to be Google email users. And so I want to offer that kind of right there, just as easy as the email button. Okay. And then of course the order Farcaster X and Apple follows up. So that's what I meant by the order really matters. Okay. So let me go back and let me close this. Let me go back and rechange this. This email defaults to true, but I'm actually going to have false just to kind of illustrate a point here. I'll have this the same way it is. Show wallets, it was true, but I'll make this false. Let's say I want a more simpler login experience. I want that modal to be less cluttered. Okay, so let me reload, connect wallet. So you'll notice this time, because I did email false, no email login, right? I don't want that for my users. I understand my users can just click a button and OAuth redirect. That's what I want. I also don't want a big login modal. It's in the way, it's clutters. I want simple. I understand that Web3 users are going to see this and understand what this means, right? And if that's the case, show wallets, false, pass that into the auth object, and you can have your Web3 native users click this and see the third-party wallets. Yes, Ray?
Yeah, I actually love this one, like the simplicity of one. I think it's not like a standard yet in Web3 especially, but like you said, if someone is in Web3, they will know about wallets and they will know to click on that. If someone is coming and don't know about wallets and they don't need to know, this is like the only options that they need. They don't need more. They don't need the confusion. And maybe it will become standard. I love the simplicity. So yeah, I want to see more of it. So that the options that more people have, whoever doesn't have it or doesn't want to use it, they'll find a way.
Exactly. And I'll just kind of show you my preferred way of setting this up. It's emails true. And quite frankly, just like that. And the reason for that is because, you're a Web2 user, they're coming in. This is very, very, like, I'm used to this.
Awesome.
I am
Yeah.
very used to this. Yeah. And then, of course, if you have a MetaMask, then boom, Phantom, whatnot. And this is for the advanced users. So that's my preferred way to set this up.
Nice.
All right. So it looks incredibly easy, right? This auth object in here, you pass these in, the email, the socials, the show wallets. Wallet features I'll get into after I'm logged in. There's a slight nuance there. I actually had mine set up to dark, right? I'll change this to light just so you guys can see. This is what's being passed into the create Web3 modal, along with the WAGMI config, and everything else you need to set up the Web3 modal here. So I'm making this light just to show you guys, right? That was dark. I'll reload. I'll click on connect wallet and that's the light. So that's the little nuance there according to whatever UI design specifications that you have envisioned for your application. Okay, so all of this looks very easy, right? Like you're literally just passing in some configurations and it's all set up. If you don't mind now, I'd like to spend 5 minutes just to go over like what Wallet Connect had to go through to make this for you guys. I was very hands-on with the Wallet Connect dev team, integrating Magic to AppKit. There's a lot of work that went on behind the scenes. And just to kind of give you guys a little appreciation into the work that, Wallet Connect team had to do, shout out to them. I have this application right here, super simple. I won't get into our CLI or anything, but this is a super simple application right here, right? It doesn't get more simpler than this, okay? It doesn't look as good as AppKit, by the way, obviously. And this is the Magic integration. This is just a simple React app. What Wallet Connect is doing under the hood, they've imported Magic. They've created multiple instances of Magic for each network, right? They've wrapped all of that into their UI, which I'm just kind of showing you here. This is a very, very simple implementation. They've wrapped all of this, right? On login, email. I'm not going to show you the OAuth redirect because that's actually a lot more advanced configuration, right? This uses our default UI. Of course, Wallet Connect had to build their own custom UI. And so just to kind of show you what that looks like is same process, add in the email, login, right? This is our thing. Actually, sorry, let me use another email login method. Okay, login with email OTP. Just to kind of give you guys an appreciation for all the work that went into the app kit here. I'll plug in my email address again, log in, same process, email OTP. I'm gonna get that real quick. 945472, logged in, and if I refresh here, that is the information that's returned. And so at the most basic level, this is what's happening. AppKit is adding a lot more. By the way, I'm not even going to go over Safe. Implementing Safe so that your EOA wallet interacts with the smart account wallet is another layer that you got to build into your application. That's not something I want to touch right now. We don't have enough time for that, to be frank with you guys. And so in any case, just quickly showed you that just to show you guys like what's being abstracted away here, right? Okay, so back to the AppKit app that I have open here. Once I log in, open this a little more. Once I log in, I'll do it with Google. It's because it's a lot more simpler, a lot more intuitive, and I don't like checking my email for an OTP. Okay, so here I am. I'm logged in. Okay, and very, very simple stuff. Let me just show you. I'm going to sign something. SDF, right? The approved transaction pops up. Click sign. Okay, I got the hash for the signed message. I have some ETH in here. It's Apolia. Let me send some back to myself. Can I show you guys? Boom. 0.01. Send, same thing. Okay. I am sending this from my EOA. I'll show how easy it is to do it from your smart account too. Okay, transaction sent. Very rudimentary app here, you guys. Let's go to the activity section. Marketplace. Let me see. This not send. Okay. Well, let's wait for that. Let me just kind of show you guys on the code wise, like what I did there. It's very easy. On the page, this Web3 M button is the button that you guys saw up on the top right corner. When I wasn't logged in, it says connect. When I'm logged in, this button displays the account balance and the wallet address. And you can actually have that to display a balance. Now you can customize that. Also, you could use hooks instead of this in the docs. That is going to be right here. So I'm using components, the Web3 button. As long as you've created Web3 modal at the top level, you can use this button along with any of the other buttons. I just chose to use this button here. And like I said, you can show or hide the balance. I show it. If you want to be more, I guess, opinionated and you want to create your own UI components, if I had more time, I would have used hooks, right? you can call these hooks and essentially use the methods that are on them. Open, close, use disconnect, get wallet info. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And of course, it's broken down by whether you're using WAGMI, V1, V2, Ethers 5 or 6. Okay. And so if I'm logged in, I am using a hook called the use account. Okay. I want to know what the address is, and I want to know if the user is connected. If connected, then that sign thing I showed you earlier, that's a sign message that I'm displaying. The sign message in components, again, really, really, really simple. Like, I'll be honest, you guys, I just spun this up like last night. Like, oh, I should get something ready. Very easy to use. Really, Radek, please, like, let your team know, like, AppKit has been a good developer experience for me. Whether it's hooks, whether it's components, whether it's WAGMI, whether it's Ethers, I got to play with all of them. WAGMI was my favorite. It's just a much easier experience, and I'm just blown away at the fact that I can build this so easily and not have to worry about like which provider am I pulling in and like all this. You know, I can choose to use your UI or choose to use my UI. Okay, and so this is it. This is the sign function. I'm using WAGMI, right? On success, print the hash, boom, easy. Same with send transaction. And transaction, again, a little bit more involved, but handle send transaction with WAGMI, very easy. I pull this in through WAGMI, and it's, if there is anything about this app that I think you'd have to kind of like get yourself up to speed is it's not Wallet Connect. Their docs are pretty clear on which one you use here. Your challenge is going to be really, are you a WAGMI person or are you an Ethers person? WAGMI 1, 2, or Ethers 5 or 6. That's essentially what it is. Wallet Connect just wraps it really nicely. And so hopefully with the authentication, the email, the third-party wallet setup for MetaMask or any of these millions of wallets, with the social OAuth, with the Farcaster, with the email login out of the way, that's a lot of dev time cut down on your guys' part. And again, I haven't even gone over the smart account part, right? So I can switch to my smart account. I'm gonna try send another transaction. That went out, and then I'll show you the network just to show you guys the user ops here. So let's see. Okay, so that's my smart account. Oh, I didn't even go over here. Let me back up real quick and show you guys what removing wallet features does. I said I was going to go to this. So backing up real quick, I'll make that false. Going to reload that. Okay. Notice that when I clicked on this, it goes directly to this kind of long form. Okay. But there's no send or anything from here, right? Like you can make those functions and fire it off from your application through some other buttons. But if you have this true, which I prefer to do, you could give your users the option to do things with their wallets from this one button click. So I can send, I can receive, swap. And I know 1inch will be going over that, and then buy. Coinbase will be going over that. So like, kind of like your one-stop widget here, right? From here, you can give give your end users the ability to do all of that without you having to re-implement it. Okay, so now that that's true, and now that I have also my smart account, I'm going to, let's actually get some in here. So give me a second while I get some Sepolia and send it in. I'll send from it. And then once I do this, I'll show you guys the user ops. So give me a sec. Okay. I'm going to be sending myself 0.2, sending, did it from my phone here because of this cool little receive QR code that I have available. Submitting transaction. And we'll wait. Still submitting transaction here. By the way, I am on Sepolia, just in case. Okay, so I got 0.24. Okay, so this is my smart account, right? This is not my EOA. Oops. A second here. It's like not loading. Yeah, so switch to EOA. It means I am on my smart account right now, okay? So what I'm going to do is send some kind of back to myself. I'll send 0.1, clear all this. We'll send, we'll approve, and you'll notice that this transaction is not a send transaction. It is a user auth. And so what's happening is here, the EOA, the Magic Wallet, right? Whether that's email or social, like Farcaster, whatever it is, that EOA is then signing a transaction on behalf of and sending the user operation to the smart account, and that smart account balance is what's being sent out. So what's cool is you have an EOA and you have an abstracted kind of smart account wallet that you can provide to your users, and that opens up like a huge possibility. Obviously, privacy being one of those things. Also, just not having to, constantly provoke your users to decide something if you want to do that too. Now, there's another thing I wanted to go over, which was if I went to the account settings, you'll notice that there was an upgrade your wallet section here. One of the reasons you keep a wallet self-custodial is obviously no one stores your keys, right? You make that only available to the end user, but also you have to give your users the ability to take their keys wherever they want to, because it's literally theirs. And so if you want to get the private key or seed phrase, AppKit here says, hey, upgrade your wallet. And the reason why it's upgrade your wallet is because all users who come into the Web3 space, as I'm sure all of you guys are aware of, there is a graduation process, right? Some users, I would argue most users start from some sort of centralized exchange, right? To get their stuff, they feel comfortable. Email, social is kind of that next step. But eventually, there comes that day where you get a little paranoid and you're like, wait a minute, not your keys, not your crypto, right? We've all been there. And so when that happens, AppKit gives users the ability to upgrade your wallet. I'll click on this. It takes you to a secure.walletconnect.org website. And from here, a user will have to reconnect their wallet. Okay. Now, if they move over and you still have a valid session, you could catch that. But in any case, I'm not going to reveal this by unblurring it, but a user can then copy. And this is also this reveal UI is being provided by Magic from a secure website. The user can copy this and then take it to a wallet. And of course, Wallet Connect here offers a multitude of choice. What is a wallet? Explore wallets. The user would go through here. And this is all part of that graduation path. Then they would go to, for example, MetaMask. If I did not have one, in the process of downloading and installing that, and of course, pasting over my seed phrase, And voila, now your end user has graduated and has kind of a third party or a self-custodial wallet. Yes, Riddick.
Yeah, so quick question that people might have, and I also had when I first used that. So when I have my private keys and I import that into my wallet, so now I have two options to log in, either through email or social login, or through my wallet where I have my private keys. So is that once I have that option, do both ways are enabled and work in parallel?
Correct. Sorry, you guys. New York sirens here. So yeah, if your users go through that graduation path and they, let's say, for example, they created a MetaMask and they imported that same seed phrase, what would happen is on your application, now your user, and I'm going to disconnect here just to show you guys. Your user can now log in through the third-party wallet, the non-custodial wallet. I'll just say MetaMask, okay? They can select the MetaMask route, or they can log into the same email route, and it would both map to the same wallet. And so now they have essentially two ways to log in. But of course, if it's a Gmail user, technically it's three ways to log in, right? Because email, Google maps to the same on our side, and then the MetaMask wallet would be the same thing as well. So apologies for this. I built a very shoddy application last minute. And by the way, the MetaMask on my side will not be mapping. I hope that makes clear to you guys. I did not do the graduation path, okay? I was speaking hypothetically if I exported this wallet, okay? Let me switch back to my EOA.
Yeah, I was also like going through that process and just like went up to the point that you went, and just like I didn't import into my wallet because I didn't see the need to. I have all the good stuff and all the convenience of using it. I don't need to have it in my wallet, and I still have access from wherever and I want to my wallet, to my smart account. So that's awesome.
Right. Well, I mean,
Someone wanted
there's
to, they can, but I didn't even do it.
for sure. And that's the choice you're giving your users, because there's a very real chance that the user that's going to interact with your dApp is a first-time Web3 user, right? We want to give them the ultimate experience. We want to give them the flexibility. And I do want to call out the reason why it's called a universal wallet is because if a user logs into my app right now, localhost 3000, it does not mean that their email wallet is going to exist only on my app. That user can access any other app in the world that is using AppKit as well, and it will be the same wallet. And so if you think about that, that's like shared liquidity across the entire AppKit space, right? One user, AppKit, can use money, play with any application with the same wallet. So, you know, that's kind of the interoperability that we're all working towards. All right. So that is essentially kind of my my workshop, if you'll call it that. If there are any questions about the integration, about anything Magic related under the hood, I will open it up here unless Radic, you had any questions.
Yeah, I think one more question, and we had that question yesterday as well. It's great to see like going more in depth into this feature, because I didn't have time yesterday to go through all the features as deep as I wanted to. So the question that people had yesterday, so fine, I have those features enabled, but what kind of app ideas or like areas of apps are being made easier, or it's like better and easier and makes more sense to build with it rather than when we didn't have that option? So you will be judging the projects, you know the product well. Do you have any ideas of projects that people can build that you would be happy to see, that would use the feature well, and that would actually be like enabled by that feature?
Well, I mean, let me kind of just go back to the hackathon information page, right? Um, email and social login. Number one, if you turn that on, you're kind of already like eligible for this track, right? Why
Yep.
would you not have it turned on? Why gate your application to only the Web3 natives? And so turn on email. Email, true. Social, pick one, pick several. And with that, you're already set up to use the safe smart accounts. Now, personally, like I know I'm judging, or you know, we're part of the judging team. It's incredibly open-ended. I'm gonna do my best not to have like any bias, right? Any application that is just fun to me, and I know that's super subjective, right? What's fun to me? Um, like I said in the beginning, I really just want to be able to play in some financial way. I hate saying the word wagering or betting or gambling, but like essentially, I want to be able to log into an app very quickly without a million KYC steps, right? That's what we provide. I want to be able to onboard some cash without going outside to some other exchange. That's what Coinbase provides, right? Now, with that money, I'd like to not be siloed into that one asset class, which is what 1inch provides, right? Let's say I buy base ETH. Well, does that mean I can only play with base on the base ecosystem? No, I should be able to play anywhere, right? And so with that, app kit setup that you guys have, maybe let me hold a whole bunch of like meme coins, right? Um, one thing I've had a hard time doing personally is getting my friends to buy some meme coins on base, right? I lose them immediately at, hey, go to Coinbase and buy this and then, do XYZ, right?
Yeah.
Um, if my friends can't get onto it and if I have to walk them through all this, you lost them already, right? If your app can have all those steps in one application so that they can buy any fun coin, I would love to send my friends your way. Hey, ape into this app. You don't need to open up 5 different accounts. You can buy something, right? Another kind of area that I'm not super passionate about, but I still consider it fun is gaming. It doesn't need to be, a studio level game. It could just be something like, I don't know, whatever games exist in your part of the world, like tic-tac-toe or whatnot. Just something that I can send my friends into and just play with them, right? I just want people to feel like there's no line between Web 2 and Web 3 apps. That's really what I want it to feel like. It doesn't need to be groundbreaking or innovating. Just help me get my friends to interact with it so that I can say, guess what? Did you know that was all on chain? Did you know that was Web3? So that's kind of my spin on it. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what to build, like anything
Well, yeah,
creative
the
that you guys
areas
can think of.
are great. Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
gives you like freedom to choose what you want. You have the areas, you show the path and everybody can choose their own path. Yeah, you show just the direction. Nice, awesome. So yeah, super helpful. And I enjoyed it even though I knew the integration pretty well. So I was trying to answer all the questions as we go in Zoom Q&A. I think all the questions that were written have been answered. There's another one just popped up. Is Magic Link available for the Flutter app kit? So for that, if you go to Docs and and you choose AppKit, and then you choose your either Flutter or anything else that you're building with, it will show you options available. So for Flutter, it has email wallets available. It doesn't have social enabled, but it has email wallets available. If you go to docswalletconnect.com, switch between, so in,
There we go.
so
So
onboarding email wallets in the sidebar, you can switch between different frameworks on the left, like Flutter, React, React Native, Next.js, Unity even, and so on. See what's in the docs. If it says email wallets, these are available. If it doesn't say social wallets, then we are working on it. A few frameworks don't have social yet. It's in the works, but emails are pretty well covered. So docs are your friend. Go and see that. We will also be answering all your questions in Discord after the call or between the workshops. That's the question that we have. One not related to Magic is, but let's just answer it now. For people in India, we don't have Coinbase in India. So does that mean we can't take part in it? You can. You can build it. You can enable that option. And the users of your app, if they're not in India, they can use that feature. They can onboard. They can fund their wallets within the app. So you are eligible. You are enabling your users. So even if you can't test it yourself because you don't have an account, you're making it possible for your users. So you're still eligible even for that track or for multi-track using both Coinbase, OneInch, Magic, and Safe, like Richard said, enabling everything in one app so that you don't need to leave. So the answer is yes, you are eligible.
I will add that if you are building a Flutter application with AppKit and you can't, there's no social, that is not going to be used against you. Like, obviously,
definitely.
that will not be used against you. Yeah.
Okay, so let's wait a minute for more questions if they come. The rest I think have been answered already as we went. Yeah, so far super useful workshop for me. I guess for everybody else as well. I appreciate everything you have shared and shown live. That's never easy. So yeah, that was awesome. And as you said, you had a little time to build
Very
it.
little.
Everything works, everything looks good, all the features are enabled. Just add your ideas, just add, I don't know, a fun game or something else, and build the rest of the app because all the admin stuff has been taken care of for
Well,
you.
and I'll also add, check out the other parts of the AppKit functions as well. I scratched barely the authentication surface, but there are other things you can do. There's a lot more that I
Yeah,
can't, I didn't have
again.
time to go over it, right? But you
Awesome.
can
That's why we
fine tune
have like
this.
multiple workshops.
Right.
And mine as well was starting with AppKit was just like scratching the surface and then going deeper and deeper. Cool.
Right.
I don't see any more questions. So thanks a lot for this great workshop. Even I learned a lot and had learned more subtle details or what's going behind the scenes that AppKit abstracts away for you. So appreciate that. I'll be looking forward to all the apps that you're building. I will be judging, Richard will be judging this as well after the hackathon finishes. So yeah, that's it on my end. Thanks a lot, Richard, for taking us through all of this and showing us all the nice details and what we are removing in terms of complexity.
Yeah, if you want to reach out for me, I'll obviously be in the Discord channel. Mossel available, magic.link. You can chat through there, our own Discord as well. You can follow me on Twitter. I'll post a link in the Discord channel if you want to. I don't always post the most groundbreaking stuff, but if you want to reach out to me, and also if you want me to test your app, like, hey, I built an app, can you check it out? I'll play with your app. Just reach out to me.
Nice. That's super awesome of you. Cool. So yeah, use Docs to see what's available. Use Discord to get in touch with all of us. There are different channels for different partners. There's technical channel. There's even a channel to form a team if you don't have any and you want to form a team. So yeah, see you there. Thanks a lot for the workshop. Yeah, that's it for today. Stay tuned and join us tomorrow for SAFE and going deeper into count abstraction.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. See ya. Happy building. I always love saying that.
No, it's definitely motivating. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.